From a long and fruitful history showcased in Hindu temples, to big brands in some of the largest shopping malls in Asia, to talented techies in hubs, accelerators, and startups, India is where the past meets the present and the future. About 2 weeks ago, I found myself on a plane from San Francisco to Delhi. When I'd arrived, sadly, the driver who was supposed to pick me up wasn't there, so I had to take an airport taxi at 2 a.m. in the morning that was very overpriced. Despite the fact that this interaction and a few other first interactions in Delhi weren't as pleasant as I had hoped, as time went by, only one thing had stood out to me, and that is India rings with many new and exciting opportunities. Throughout this video, I hope to show you exactly some of the reasons why. Before that, let's backtrack a little. I spent time at 3 cities in India: New Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore, each of which has given me many different stories and experiences to tell. New Delhi, the capital city of India, is home to 21.75 million people. To put that into perspective, it's about 4.6 times of the population of New Zealand. So to me, it felt very packed and very hot. Temperatures spiked up to about 43 degrees Celsius, and I was sure that I had more than one heat stroke. New Delhi is home to well-known Indian landmarks such as Qutub Minar, India Gate, Lotus Temple, and many more. From Delhi, I headed off to Mumbai, where it stayed right next to the sea. So every day I would wake up to birds chirping and enjoying breakfast by the Gateway of India, which was, by the way, built to commemorate the landing of King George V on their visit in 1911. Right across from the Gateway of India, there is a Taj Palace that holds a Starbucks I used to go to in order to journal. There, one random day, I ran into a young entrepreneur, Anirudh, who's founded a nonprofit called Reimagine Giving that has been recently acquired by Give India. Anirudh is deeply passionate about improving the way that nonprofits measure their progress. From Mumbai, I headed to my last destination, Bangalore. Bangalore was my most favorite city of all 3. Although it rained quite often, the weather stayed at a constant 25 to 27 degrees Celsius. There are huge parks, one of them named Cuban Park, where I would go and sit, wander in the trees, meditate. Besides some parks, however, Bangalore is also home to some of the biggest tech companies such as Microsoft and many more. I've talked about the past and the present, but what about the future? With the abundance of talents in the country, India's tech industry continues to rise in the recent years, although now the focus has shifted to growing in the right direction with the right employees, investors, and revenue-generating business models. In order to dig deeper, I reached out to members of the startup community. One of the startups that stood out to me was Koho. Started in 2015, Koho is a tech-enabled platform pioneering the concept of co-living spaces in India. According to John, who is the creative head of the company, Koho is expected to scale 4 times in the near future through continuously advancing their usage of technology, establishing B2B tie-ups, and partnering up with real estate developers for build-to-suit Koho spaces. Overall, India has been an incredible experience. Despite some of the difficult encounters here, all I remember are the great things that's happened. Not only did I have the chance of a lifetime to travel to some of the most renowned Hindu temples, gardens, museums, I also got to immerse myself in the country's beautiful history, be inspired by some of the great leaders, as well as make new friends along the way. From my time here, I've actually acquired a deeper and brighter view of the country. With that said, I have full confidence in the growth and especially the technological innovations that are happening here. India, indeed, is full of hope that stems from the past, continues to exist in the present, and that will transcend into the future.